Tell us about yourself is a question that comes very early during an interview. It's basically a question meant to make you comfortable while you're talking about yourself to the interviewer. The interviewers normally ask the question immediately after after exchanging pleasantries. Hi, how are you? And that's it. So this is one question that can easily give you a job, because you are expected to explain your fit for the role. You needed to have read the advert very well, so that you can easily relate the relevant facts in your life that relate to this vacancy that you're applying for, or the job you're being interviewed for. You need to be very careful, because you do not need to raise irrelevant points, or irrelevant aspirations, or irrelevant achievements in the past that you've had. You need to tell the interviewer exactly what he needs to hear. Basically, you need to go just 1 year before and 1 year after. It's like just past achievements that relate directly to this job, and just immediate aspirations to the future. Okay, you can start basically by telling him your name and all that, but you need to really emphasize on how an asset, or how worthy you are for this job. So how then do we answer the question, tell us about yourself?
Well, the first thing is to start with your name. This is not as easy as it sounds. Many job seekers panic by incorrectly assuming the interviewer asked a loaded question. In reality, the interviewer just wants to see how well you can sell yourself. Just state your name and feel free to include a line or two about your passions and hobbies, but don't overdo it. You need to pace yourself and save precious monologue time for significant details regarding your career. Your total answer should be short and complete. Your name should be followed up with your background. You should include a brief history of your education and experience. Don't waste time on useless details. Center your description on goals and aspirations. Mention where you came from, where you are currently, and where you want to be. Don't project too much into the distant future. Show the interviewer, if given an opportunity, where you want to take your career and how you can benefit the company. Thirdly, as much as possible, try to relate your aspirations to the position you're being interviewed for. This is where the interviewer will know if you've done your homework or not. Your goal is to recount specific projects and achievements that are relevant to the position you are applying for, and mix them with your background history. You should research about the company beforehand and focus on key requirements of the job description. You need to imply that you are the solution to their staffing need. Fourthly, in all earnest, avoid overexposure. If you sit there babbling and talking your interviewer's ears off with your life history, you are ultimately going to leave a bad impression. Smile, keep a positive and excited tone during your microbiography, and let the rest of the interview commence. You will have time to ask your own questions at various intervals throughout the process.
In conclusion, answering questions like tell us about yourself is a very important step in the interview, because you are basically telling the interviewer why you're fit for the role, and why they should hire you, why you are the asset, or you are the employee that they need. So when you're answering such questions, you're expected to take more than 3 minutes, maybe 4 minutes. And when you explain them, keep eye contact, gesture very well, engage the interviewer in a conversation, so that he does not, you know, trail away or go away out of the conversation and start thinking of something else. You need to be like, you're talking to him and in a friendly talk, all right? So, in a nutshell, just talk to the guy, tell him about yourself, tell him how you fit and how your aspirations fit to the role. Thank you for so much, and I hope that you succeed in your interviews. Thank you.